Alternate reality games are something of an oddity in the gaming world. Where more traditional games will place you firmly in the shoes of some characters and have you wander about a world, ARGs will instead make the player the main character in a series of events that happen directly in the real world. Some, like In Memoriam 2, known in the US as Evidence, the Last Ritual, will send messages directly to your phone or your email, and you'll have to use clues therein to find your way to actual websites, dig through code, and solve mysteries. Others, like Uplink Hacker Elite, take the approach of simulating an operating system, and they do their best to get you to suspend your disbelief for just long enough to suck you in. Created by Matt Trobiani, Hacknet is the latter of the varieties. When you start it up, a simulated boot sequence plays out before you, and you find yourself greeted by a UI lifted straight from a super modified Unix system. Without spoiling too much of the plot, you get a series of emails from a dead hacker that essentially set you up to figure out what happened to him, and along the way become a great hacker yourself. Now, the story and events in Hacknet are honestly best experienced blinds, and I really don't want to ruin any of the puzzles, so I'm going to avoid talking about the story except for that and to say this. Holy crap, how do they come up with so many new things to throw at you? Gameplay in Hacknet consists of bypassing security measures on various computers using various tools and then digging through machines to gather and or delete files and or information. Oftentimes, you'll just find clues that lead you to other machines that you need to hack into to get more information. And as you progress through the story, you'll be faced with tougher challenges in the forms of tighter security, more breadcrumb trails, counter hacks, and IP traces that put you on a time limit. While looking at this gameplay footage, you may be thinking something along the lines of, holy crap, that looks complicated. How will I ever manage to do that or get the hang of these game systems? Well, I have got some good news for you. Hacknet actually has a very solid, though brief, tutorial that introduces the basics to you while you actually use them to progress in the story. Every command and action is intuitive, and as a bonus, you can access the tutorial and a list of commands you can perform at any time in the game. What's really impressive is that despite everything you do being a bunch of very similar actions on a base level, Hacknet constantly manages to mix things up by throwing wrenches into your plan and littering each machine with handfuls of files to read for those that are curious. I very firmly believe that to really enjoy the best of Hacknet, you want to read the seemingly inconsequential files included on most servers, and in fact, some missions practically require you to end up doing that unless you get lucky. Hacknet focuses so heavily on immersing you not only in this fictional operating system, but in making you believe the universe you're in is a real one, that everything you see and do is based on real-world functions of a similar purpose. Sure, the UI is a little bit Hollywood, but all the security features you'll be breaking through are real. Proxies, ports, and firewalls are all actual things. The commands you use in your terminal are based off of actual Unix commands, and there's a very real file structure to everything, including system files that you're better off not deleting. A nice little touch that adds to the immersion of the whole thing is the log folder. Every action you take when connected to a machine leaves a log. A simple little file that says IPX did Y. One of the first rules driven home is that you need to delete your logs, or you'll get caught. Now, I don't actually know if failing to delete log files will actually result in anything happening or not, because I'm a good little script kiddie and I delete my damn logs. Whether or not the log files actually function for anything other than habit building and taking up time, it doesn't really matter. The fact that multiple characters in Hacknet insist upon the importance of deleting them simply lends heaps of credence to the reality of everything. By the time you've reached the end of Hacknet, you will feel like a hacking god, and it won't be because the game has laid easy tasks end to end in front of you. The difficulty curve is real. The twists keep coming, and you overcome each and every one of them using everything that you've learned. Hacknet is a rare game in an even rarer genre. ARGs are few and far between outside of marketing because of how out there some of the concepts can be. The last time I can remember that we had a game as in-depth and immersive in ARG as this was Uplink Hacker Elite. If you've ever had a fantasy about being a white hat hacker out for the betterment of whatever, or even if you just enjoy unique mechanics and semi-open-ended puzzles, then Hacknet is a game for you. You can pick up Hacknet for about 10 buckaroos on Steam, and at that price, this is absolutely a steal. That's it for this episode of Indie Bytes. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe for more. Be sure to send me any indie games you think I should check out either in the comments down below or on Twitter. My handle is @4gage. I'll see you next time.